can, and without Stim, actually, they're not going to do very much. But looking at the income tab, Valkryz is down 8 harvesters, so that was very well worth it. Plus the mining time lost by pulling these workers off, and they need to get back to work. And did he actually supply block him? No, did not. Valkryz is staying very well in his supply, but once again, because the full damage is not done just on economic harass, the full damage is done by pulling your opponent's attention away. He is not microing his army. Notice there was only 2 workers on gas. Valkryz, being the very good player, is going to make sure there are 3 on gas, and he is going to go back to microing his opponent. Notice Jix once again is going to check for expansions with his factory. Why not? Is a very good player. He does see that expansion, and he is going to try to push up here, but with that bunker in place, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that. He does not have Stim Pack, while Valkryz does. Valkryz can actually push up here. He might actually end the game. He is going to knock it down, but looking at the production tab, we do have more Marauders being made on both sides, and more importantly, Jix's army does not have Stim. He just got Stim, but he does not have medbacks. So Valkryz actually needs to just heal up this army. Just wait a little bit, heal up his army. No, he should not be attacking right now because he has a smaller force. And wow, Jix is actually going to take this, and with speed, with conch shells, he is actually going to pull away. There are no Marines to take out these medbacks, but it is a small force versus a small force. Even this STV moving into the mix, and Valkryz is going to lose his entire army here. It's only a very small force, but Valkryz his units are just slowly marching across this field, and this small ball, even small as it is going to be able to take it out if they come one by one. And this is going to be a free kill, but more importantly, Jix has secured his... Oh, and we actually have seen a proxy factory, and he is training Hellions. These Marauders are going to drop... I'm not sure where they're going. Actually, they should be going for the mineral line, but... Wow, actually, this is actually interesting play. I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but he is delaying that those reinforcements, or maybe even putting it here just to snipe at reinforcements as they walk by. Because remember, if they are rally point to a spot, they will not attack until they reach that rally point. So maybe Jix was thinking he can sneak a few, but these Hellions are going to be super annoying. They're not going to do very much, but very, very interesting play. You know, Jix here with his little drops, little sneaks. But looking at the income tab, yeah, Jix is once again pulling ahead. He has gotten his expansion earlier than Valkryz, and right now Jix can play defensive. He is just going to build up his MMM ball actually. Now the medbacks are out, and unless Valkryz is able to break it, he's not going to win this game on one base. Okay, here we go again, but once again, the army tab is favoring Jix. The armies are equal, but remember, the reinforcements are coming in, so his ball of units is not as big as Jix. Jix is playing it defensively. He has 4 medbacks, and yeah, Jix just spiked ahead because of that extra income. He's actually double the income of Valkryz, so he doesn't have to push out. The ball is in Valkryz's court. And yeah, so did that factory land once again? Again, this is the little bit of micro. You're forcing the APM, forcing the attention away. You are breaking the stride, breaking the tempo of your enemy. Because if you're going to have to micro this, then you're not focusing on your army. And wow, so we have another battle here, but I don't think Valkryz has a big enough army. This is going to fall. Once again, the workers like just now are going to pull off and absorb hits. Very wisely, Valkryz has pulled his army away, but looking at the armies tab, it is very, very favoring Jix, and the longer and longer this ticks away, the longer and longer he's not going to be able to recover. And once again, pulling the APM, the army is not moving, and basically forcing Valkryz to micro his army. Micro in his base instead, and he has no army. He has no army, he has no units coming out, but one Hellion is changing the game. One Hellion. And this has to be GG for Valkryz. I hate to see it, but he is going to fall. He has 9 harvesters over 31. His income is in shambles. He has no minerals left. He has maybe 1,000 minerals, and this has to be the final push. He is not giving up. There's a third. Jix is building a 3rd command center in his face. It's like, well, you're not going to beat me. I'm just going to out-expand you, and he even has tanks. So Jix has built a 2nd factory. But what a what a game! What a game! Wow. I have to say the game-breaking point was you know, to the casual observer, they'd be like, man, this game, Jix totally rocks Valkryz. I don't think so. They were extremely, once again, even. Both of them tried to drop, both of them did different strategies, but the big thing was right here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, the first initial push, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. And notice something. Okay, notice right here. Valkryz has the superior army. He breaks it. You know, Jix has two choices. He can either push back, or what he did was he pulled his SCVs. Now, these SCVs have 45 health, and if you tell them to attack, they act as attacking units. Notice all the units are hitting the SCVs, not the smaller ball. And actually, because they have 45 health, Jix basically sacrificed 8 SCVs, which, because of this, they have the same health as a Marine. So it is as if the SCVs became Marines for a split second, and he was actually able to overpower. Valkryz. Now, that's a very hard decision to make as a Terran, because he had the superior army. Jix did not have medvacs. Valkryz had, and with Stim, Jix did not have Stim. You know, at the start of this battle, Valkryz did. So the ball was firmly in Valkyr's court. Jix made the command call. He pulled about 12 SCVs. Medvacs came out, Stim came out. More importantly, all the shots were absorbed by the SCVs. It's very, very, very difficult to click your Marauder, your individual ball and right-click on the units because they were at max range, and the SCVs were blocking here for their units. And what should have been a loss for Jix actually turned around, and because of this early expansion right here, Jix was actually able to overpower ahead, you know, do cute little drops that didn't really do anything. Like these drops actually cost Jix more than they were worth, but they distracted Valkryz, you know, like these little factory drops, and he was just buying time to power ahead economically. But wow, what games! And Jix does move on to the finals. He will fight the winner of the battle between Sweet and, I believe, who did Sweet fight? But I will remember it, and I will cast that game. But thank you guys for listening once again. I do hope you enjoyed the SSL matches. I actually completely enjoy these matches, and it's such a joy to cast. But yeah, Epic TVT, and I'll see you guys next game. HD Phoenix signing out.